Hello, hello, and guess what, all? One of my favorite days of the week. It's Friday. Beautiful, beautiful weather. It got kind of cool in the 50s last night. You all know what Fridays is. It's pretty much story time. We're still on the keeper. I'm finally caught up. I'm back on my channel. Certain Fridays on my actual schedule. I don't always get on here, but don't fret. Whenever I can squeeze it in during the week, I get on here best I can. I've been working really hard in my yard, trying to get the property cleanups looking better. Still a lot more work to do, but it's getting done. That's what matters. You know, we've been reading and talking about Keeper. The magic always leaves a mark. We're on chapter 14. So we're getting there. Are y'all ready? I'm just waiting on some people to come on. This is a lot of times, sometimes on Fridays I don't come on. I notice a lot of people I'm subscribed to hasn't been coming on. If you all support me on my channel by coming on, watching me live, shooting up your viewers, viewing me, and commenting, I can help support you all more. But you got to come on here. Don't give up on me. I haven't given up on you all. I think it's just fair. And I noticed, my views have went down when I took a break. I took a month's break because I had to get my mental capacity back to where it should be. Because just going live is not about just plugging it in, hooking it up, and going live. You got to have your notes out, everything ready. What you going to say, how you going to introduce on your channel. Each time it's on live. It's not always the same introduction. And I did an upload yesterday that a lot of you all probably missed. It's called How to Make Money Blogging. Go check it out. There's some 3 key points and there's information on that upload. And it's a 30-day challenge course thing that you can take. It just helps you put your perspective to get the flow of blogging. And you all know blogging is basically about creating and making relationships with other readers. That's what blogging is. You have to join other bloggers on their social media or other writers, which that fits into being a writer. You have to join in there, jump in there, and fellowship, get to know some people, figure out what part of writing that they're having problems with or where they're at in their writing. Jump in there and share your information. That's how you get relationships with other critiques and other writers. And I've been doing that. Some of them, to me, I feel snobby. Some of them's friendly. It's just according to what group. If I don't feel like I fit in that group, I go and look for other groups. That's just how I roll. So, yeah, we'll be on chapter 14 today. And it's actually getting really good. The more I get through this book, the more better it gets. But I'm hoping y'all ain't too far behind. If you are, you're going to have to go back on replay and find all my story time on Keeper to get caught up. Because that's a lot to have to keep going back to. I'm already caught up and I can't just go that far back. But I got a lot of live where I went live and done my videos. I got some that's uploads. Some are thumbnails. I do different things. I like to try different things. I don't want people to get bored with me. It's like I've done videos and talking about Lavelle Thrive. It is a good company. You can work from home with them. It is a health vitamin supplement company. It's all natural. It helps fill in the nutrition gaps your body needs. It cleans out the toxins and things that your body don't need. You're full of energy. You feel like you're 10 to 20 years younger than your age. This is what this stuff does, and it's all natural. I love it. They got it for the men's too. I was just pretty much working with the women, from the beginning. But I know the men can also do this. And if you want more information, look me up, Lisa Funderburk, on Facebook and send me a messenger. PM me and leave your email and your phone number in my PM messenger and we'll go from there. Because it's exciting. It's a $2 billion company now. And everybody's jumping on board, jumping in on it. And you don't know. You're going to be skeptical until you try it for yourself, because I was. I'm very skeptical. I have been scammed in the past, not no more. I do my research and homework gently, very closely, deeply. So I love everybody. I want everybody to have the good health just like me. You want to live longer, you got to change your diet of certain foods. And they putting all kind of stuff in foods. It's hard to say what is good anymore unless you grow it yourself. You work that garden. You know what you're doing to make it grow. You don't put no pesticides and stuff in your garden. It's going to be healthy for you. So I'm just waiting. It's 11:45 on my neck of the woods. What time is it on your end? I'm waiting on more people to come in, and we'll get this started. My partner and his son had to go to the doctor in Rock Hill on his knee. He's getting one of them scans done so they can figure out what's wrong with it. He's been having problems with it for a while now. So while they're gone there, I can jump on here and do my YouTube going live. Certain days I can't get on here. I went live Monday. I done to Save the Cat Writes a Novel, or I might have done it Tuesday because I missed Monday. I did it Tuesday. So you all go check that out. That's discussing on how to come up with good characters, how to outline them, different things. We'll get further. We're caught up more on that as well. Y'all go check out my live stream on Save the Cat Writes a Novel. And yesterday I did an upload on how to make money blogging. It's got a lot of good information. If you little bloggers that are newbies out there just getting into it, go check it out. Like it, comment. If you haven't subscribed me, make sure you hit the red button, subscribe my channel. And when you comment, it lets me know who you are. That way I can find you and I can go check out your channel, like it, and subscribe your channel. That's how we build each other up. We don't build each other down, we build each other up. And I love YouTube. I love going live. Just certain times on my actually date schedule, I can't make it. I've been a very busy woman these past few months. Since August the 17th, I've been busy, trying to fit everything in my schedule, and it don't always work as planned. But I have not given up my channel, so no worries. Hoping they don't be back before some people come on. I'm just waiting on some people to come on. You stay at least half of the live stream video, that helps with me with my hour time. And we have to get 4,000 or something like that of watch time hours. And when you all support me and you stay on, that helps build my watch time. I need to build some more up. I've got a lot in, but I need more. I need more viewers, more subscribers, and I need more comments. You can comment on the replay, or you can comment when I'm live. Just, a friendly hello, letting me know what your goals are. What do you do on your channel if I haven't subscribed you? You can tell me and fill me in a little bit about yourself, on why you chose to do your channel and what it means to you to have your channel created. And are you sticking with your goals? Are you taking notes before you go live? See, if I don't take notes and write things down, I'll be all over the place. I like to be organized. It drives me crazy when I'm not organized. And just while we wait, I guess we can talk about some favorite journals. You all know I collect a lot of journals, notebooks. I just got this one the other day. It's called Notes. Look at how it's designed. It's flexible. That's about the only thing I don't like about it, because it bends. But it's got real thick sheets, and this was the one that drawed it, popped out to me. And I recorded my notes on the company that I'm working for with Lavelle. Lavelle 123. I write down all my notes. I record all the phone numbers and information I need from people. I want you all on my team. And it's free to sign up a customer account. It's free to sign up to be a promoter. If you want to jump on and you got the faith and you want to jump on it, you hit that promoter button. But I was advised to start out as a customer. So that's what I did. I started out as a customer. I'm still trying to get more referrals. So if you all want to be under my team, just PM me off of Lisa Thunderbird Facebook. You can add me or send me a straight PM message. If it's private, then you'll have to add me and get my permission, because some people has been getting hacked through their messenger. So sometimes it's good to put it on privacy and just get permission from that person. But you have to let me know what this is about, and then that way I can add you. Let me know it is about a referral. All you got to do is say, I'm interested in this referral or Lavelle or something like that. Then I will answer you. I do answer people that comment and leaves me messages. It might not be right then. It might not be when I'm actually going live, but I go back and I check to see if anybody's comment. I check to see how many views I got. My views have been down a little bit lately. So when y'all come in, start shooting up and clicking that like button. And start throwing in some comments and subscribe my channel. And I'll do the same for you all. And I hope you all are having a great Friday. Sending love and light to you all your way. That's positive energy. Everybody needs that. We don't know what someone else is going through. And this can go a little ways. And people can read off of your attitude. They know something's different about you each time when you come on and go live. I'm the same person. I'm just more happier. I feel more good about myself. My body's getting back the way it's supposed to be. All those gaps in nutrition's being filled. And I'm loving it. And I'm happy about it. But that ain't what this channel today's about. This is about story time. Because normally on Fridays, I tried to make it. Some Fridays I haven't made it actually on the schedule. But be looking for me. And if you subscribe me and you like my channel and you get some of your people on your channel to come to my channel and like it and subscribe it, it's going to make my algorithms go up. We want our algorithms to go up more. And it's in the description what this live stream's about. It's pretty much story time, reading, discussing the characters, figuring out, well, what characters have you thought of? Have you already started on the book? Have you finished it? And you're trying to go back and get it cleaned up. Getting all the punctuation and grammar where it's supposed to be and cleaned out. Do you have your characters narrowed down? Do you know what each character is going to do in the story? What is their plot? What is their setting in their story? These are things you have to work on with your rough draft. I'm still working on it. I'm getting there, but I'm still working on my first book. I'm trying to get people to be like a critique partner that's not going to charge me and just look over it. And they can send me an email and tell me where my mistakes is, because we work together as writers. We help each other out with that, do we not? Don't you all agree? I agree. Make sure you hit that like button when you come on. I don't know if that's a troll that's on there, because I don't see nobody. Nobody's commenting. I see no 0 likes. So y'all come on in now. You got to show up, because that's how you get behind and you miss a great deal of the book. And the author's by Kim. As you see, I hope y'all can see it and it's not upside down. It looks upside down. Yeah. Okay. Can y'all see it? Does it look right? This is Keeper. I bought this back in March of this year, shortly after it first come out. A couple weeks later. Maybe a month after it's been out. I just ordered Seeker, the trilogy, to Keeper. It's another section, another part to it. And all I can say is I've heard it's better than this one. But this one's great. I'm just waiting on it to come in the mail. And I will advertise my package when it comes in. I'll go live. But if you order it, make sure you order the Keeper. And then order you the copy of Seeker. Order them both together. So when you finish this one, you can start on Seeker. It gets more better. It gets more deeper. of certain things in that book. I'm not going to be a spoiler. I read the sample and it is good. That's why I bought it. This one was $12 and something cent. On Amazon it's $8.12. That's all I paid for on Seeker. And I ordered it Sunday night, so it should be here any day. Sometimes Amazon, they get their packages mixed up or it comes in later. My partner actually ordered this one in his name. He ordered in his name. But I paid for it, just went up under his account. Because some reason I couldn't remember my password when I tried to get the book, so I had to use his name to get it. But on the Seeker, I created a whole new account, so it should come up under my name on that one. I just know that it's wonderful. I've been recognized. I just got a message saying I've been recognized as one of the Work at Home's wife's top fan. And I also the #1 top fan in Lavelle. It's a great company. You build up your team. Everybody helps each other out. Everybody's on different levels. You work your way up. You get bonus trips. You can make money, get paid every week with this company. I'm still learning stuff about it. And what I learned, I don't mind sharing with you all. But don't be afraid. Grab me by the hand and let's do this. Hello, Think Dragon. How you doing? Lavelle is an awesome company. But my channel is about story time. It's Keeper today. If you want to know more also information about the company Lavelle, you send me a private message in Messenger. My name is Lisa Funderburg on Facebook, and you can add me. It might be set on the settings privacy, but you send me a message, a permission, and I'll add you. It is a vitamin supplement. It's all natural. It's 3 steps. What it is you do is you can sign up for your account. It's free. You sign up under my link. I can post my link. If you PM me in Messenger, or I can post my link at the end of my live stream. And what you do, you can sign up. It's free. When you sign up as a customer, or some people just jump on, they hit that promoter button. If they're ready to work for Lavelle, they jump and hit that promoter button. The only thing is, when you sign up for a customer, you won't get paid right yet. And then after that, if you sign up, just like with me, you get 2 friends, 2 referrals. You keep getting people under your team, under you. You get 2 referrals, you get to thrive for free, for a whole month for free. I can thrive for free. I've done it. They have it for the men. It looks like this. What you do is you take a vitamin supplement. As soon as your feet hits the floor, you take 2. You wait 20 minutes later, and you take your Lavelle mix shake. They have it in chocolate and strawberry. You mix it, you drink it. 30 minutes later, you put on your DFT sticker. And it's all day. It works within the bloodstream. It helps balance your weight. It tones your muscles. And I'm telling you, be full of energy like never before. I feel like I'm 20 years younger, and I'm 46 years old. I do tasks that I normally don't get done. With this, I work from morning to dark. It's awesome. There's people that loves you, people that helps you. It is so great. Thank you. I definitely need that, because sometimes it has dropped because, well, working in my yard, working with this company, being busy, I lost a couple of bit of views. I think people actually thought I was giving up, but no. There's times I can't get on my actual schedule. Usually on Fridays, I do story time. It's called The Magic Always Leaves a Mark. It's Keeper by Kim Chance. If you ever heard of her, check out her channel. She's lovely. She's done wrote 2 books. She just finished Seeker. If you haven't ordered the Keeper Seeker, jump on it. They're awesome. We're on chapter 14. And it's called More Coffee? The waitress tired. The voice broke. The silence. Ty shook his head, but Maggie and I both wordlessly handed her our mugs. I can't go home, I said. When we left the cemetery, not like this, Gareth will freak, and I just can't deal with anything else right now. After sending Gareth a text to let him know I was crashing at Maggie's, we ended up at the Waffle House, one of the only places in Lothbrook that stayed open 24 hours. 2 rounds of coffee later, we still had no plan. I tasted blood as I chewed on my bottom lip, my fingers anxious for something to do. We're busy playing with a piece of string. I pulled off the fabric of my shirt. Over and over, I wounded it tightly around one finger before unraveling it again. I could have died tonight. That single thought kept running through my brain, along with images of snake-like vines. Overlook, that's my bulldog. He's out there scratching his back. So you hear a little grunting in the background? It's him. He's a happy boy today. I shivered and I tried unsuccessfully to think of something else. I sat back in the hard plastic booth and leaned my head against a window pane. Outside, cars flew down the road. I couldn't stop the fleeting. I wished that I was inside one of them, heading somewhere. My troubles couldn't find me. My reflection stared back at me. But the lighting of the restaurant made it impossible to see any distinguishing colors. I wasn't fooled, though it was strange how alien my own face had already become. Beside me, Ty shifted in his seat. His features were tight, his eyes cloudy as they darted back and forth between me and Maggie, who was furiously scribbling notes on a napkin. I counted cars as they passed, trying to distract myself. My fingers were still busy with the string. I wound it tightly around one finger, cutting off the circulation. The tip of my pinky turned dark red, then purple. I released the tension in the thread, sighing as blood pumped back into my finger. That tiny sense of control, feeling the aching parts of me. Laney. I tore my eyes from the window. Ty was staring at me. Yes? When my dad was, he broke off for a moment and exhaled. The night I lost my dad was the worst night of my life. Aside from the grief, the one thing I remember most clearly is how alone I felt. As he spoke, his hands tightened against the empty coffee mug he held. What happened to him? I didn't have any right to ask, nor was it polite, but I was too frazzled to consider not asking. He was killed, Ty answered, staring at his hands as he spoke, because he refused to bend to someone else's will. The tangible sadness of his words made my chest ache. I wanted to ask more questions, but the pain looked on his face kept my mouth shut. After it happened, he continued, I didn't know what to do or where to go. I couldn't understand why. I had so many questions, but no one seemed to know the answers. I just felt so lost. I was lost sometimes. It still feels that way. He glanced over at me, his eyes blazing. I know it's not the same thing. I can't possibly understand what's going through your head right now. But I just want you to know that you're not alone, okay? I bit down on my lip again. I was lost. The words played over and over in my head until Ty's voice faded away, and my own voice whispered back to me, I am lost. The words settled on my shoulders like a ton of bricks, as if at any moment they would crush me. Ty gave me a small smile, and as he turned his attention back to Maggie, he reached over and entwined my fingers with his, giving my hand a gentle, reassuring Squeeze. My mind was overwhelmed with fear and confusion, but as I held his hands, a small part of my brain made a mental note to later marvel at the strange boy sitting next to me. The mysterious one who was fierce and aloof one second and incredibly kind and gentle the next. Okay, Maggie said triumphantly, looking up. I think I might be onto something. She indicated the scribbled napkins. I wrote down everything that's happened so far. I thought there might be a pattern or something that could give us some clue about what we're dealing with. A flicker of hope danced through me. Is there a pattern? Not at all, Maggie said with a sigh. My stomach turned and I gulped down a mouthful of coffee to keep from gagging. Everything just seems kind of random, to be honest. She continued, but I do think I know what we should do next. What? Maggie bit her lip. Just go with me on this one, okay? I really think we should go see Serena. No, I shook my head. Maggie, I already told you, I don't think she can help us. How do you know? She's the closest thing we're going to get to an expert on this sort of thing. She reads tarot cards and performs cleansing rituals on your house, which makes a whole lot more sense now, come to think of it. Maggie waved her hands to punctuate her words. She gave you a tiger's eye for protection on your 12th birthday. Exactly. She's a complete nut job. Maggie leaned forward. But what if she's not? What if she's just the one other person in this town who sees what others don't? She shoved the napkin toward me. It is the only lead we have, Styles. There's nothing else to go on. Besides, after tonight, I think it's obvious we're in over our heads. We need help. I stared at the messy scrawl on the napkin in front of me. She is good with weird. I let out a deep breath. Maggie was smirking, knowing she's already won. I looked at Ty, who said nothing but gave my hand another reassuring squeeze. Fine, but I'm going to need more coffee. So they're on their way to go talk to Serena now. Maggie, Styles, they're going to go talk to Serena, just in case you want to remember who those characters are. The sidewalk was full of antique buyers and the usual Saturday morning branch crowd. The crisp air was blowing through the golden amber leaves of the trees, and the street had recently been decorated for the upcoming Harvest Festival. Lamp posts were festooned with orange twinkle lights, and the shop windows were full of hay bales and pumpkins. If you know anybody else you can send on here to help do my view time, send them my way. That would be a big help also. Next to me, a smiling scarecrow waved jauntily from his porch atop parking meter. I adored this time of year, but right now the only thing I could focus on was moving my feet down the sidewalk. This is ridiculous. Such a stupid idea, one side of my mind yelled, while the other fired back. It's not. After everything you've seen, can you really say that? I maneuvered through the crowd, tied Maggie in step beside me, and tried to ignore the bickering in my mind. The storefronts in this area of Main Street were all much the same. Large windows and brightly colored doors. I kept an eye on the numbers as we passed, but more to keep my mind busy than for direction. I could find Serena's shop blindfolded. The small storefront looks like a rainbow they had thrown up on it, especially compared with the sensible, clean look of the dry cleaners and dental office that neighbored it. Several clay gnomes and garden fairies lined the windows, and a large mask of unknown proveniences hung from the ceiling like a spider web. There were also hundreds of crystal stars and moons that had been suspended from various strands of patterned ribbon. Stacks of books were arranged in an ordinate pattern, and old posters heralding the benefits of reading plastered on the windows. Above the bright blue door was a sign that read, "Too good to be through, second-hand books." Underneath that, a small hand-painted sign read, "Madam Serena, Spiritual Advisor." I stopped walking. Maggie's bumped into me from behind. "Walk much, Styles?" Maggie said. Then she noticed the look on my face. "What? What's wrong?" "My uncle's here." I pointed to the rusty red Ford parked in front of the store. "Maybe you should," Maggie started. "No, I'm not ready to talk to him about what's going on. He can't know why we're here, not yet." Ducking low, I crept toward the window and peeked into the shop. The front of the store looked empty. There weren't any customers milling about, and there was no sign of either Serena or Gareth. "We'll just have to sneak in and wait until he's gone." "I think they're in the back or something," I said, motioning for Ty and Maggie to join me in my crouch. I put my finger to my lips and eased the door of the shop open, careful not to jingle the bells attached to the door. I poked my head inside, and still seeing the coast was clear. Waved Ty and Maggie inside. We dashed behind a tall row of bookcases. "Does anyone else hear the Mission Impossible theme song right now? Or is it just me?" Maggie whispered, a grin spreading across her face. "Shh," I said. "I don't want them to hear us." We moved around the bookcases slowly, inching toward the back of the store. The muffled undertones of a heated conversation drifted toward us. And guess what happens? She's going to find out that she's been lied to in just a little bit. Y'all ready for this? Here we go. "They're in the office," I said, leaning around the bookshelf to listen more closely. The words floated clearly through the air, chilling the blood in my veins. Oh my God. "What is it?" Maggie hissed. "My name. I heard my name." "They're arguing about me." Inching further around the bookcase, I could just make out Gareth and Serena through the open door of a small office. Serena had her hands on her hips, her face flushed, and Gareth had his arms crossed, his posture rigid. "You don't understand, Gareth. You have to tell her. They're keeping a lie from Maggie." "Events are in motion. Things are already happening. I've seen it. Haven't you felt the pulses? She's getting stronger." "Of course I have. That's why I'm here," Gareth said, rubbing his forehead with his fingers. "But your sight is subjective, Serena. You know that. You told me when she was 12 that she'd be killed by a bounty hunter, and that never happened. There's no reason to think that she's in immediate danger now. If someone were coming for her, we'd know it." He began pacing. "We stick to the plan. Keep cloaking her as long as possible. But she's in danger. I can sense it, even with all the wards we placed around her. We can't hide her forever. You need to bring her to me. If I could just do a proper reading, I might be able." "No," Gareth argued. "There's still time. I know I need to tell her, but we still have time." Gareth, Serena pleaded. "If he finds out about Laney, who she is, what she is, he will hunt her down just like he did her mother. You know it's true. You always said you was going to tell her that you were going to protect her. Why can't you see that time is now? Don't talk to me like every single thing I've ever done hasn't been to protect her." Garrett practically growled. "I swore to her mother that I would take care of her, and I've kept my oath, and I won't let anything happen to her now." Serena exhaled slowly. "I know that, Gareth, but you cannot protect her from her destiny. She deserves to know the truth and to hear it from you. She's still so young. How can I possibly burden her with that?" Garrett's forehead creased and the lines made him look 100 years old. You tell me all the time that she's strong, that she's got her mother's spirit. She can handle it. She's not ready. She's not ready, or you're not ready. Serena, how can I look her in the face and tell her that everything she knows is a lie? She's been lied to. Her uncle's been trying to protect her all this time. Garrett's voice cracked. It will break her heart. Serena whispered, her eyes sparkling with unshed tears. But you must help her understand. We're running out of time. Her 17th birthday is still a few weeks away. Serena clasped her hands together in frustration. Garrett, please, I know it's hard, but you have to do right by her. The pulses I felt, they're unlike anything I've felt in a long time. She is her mother's daughter, and she is capable of far more than we can possibly imagine. If I sense the power and you have sensed it, then it won't be long before others come searching for the source. You're right, Garrett said. I'll tell her. He let out a long sigh. When I find the right moment, I'll tell her. I couldn't move. The wheels in my head were whirling, trying to process this information. I've overheard, but it was like trying to punch through a brick wall. Nothing was getting through. My stomach pitched and rolled, and I wanted to throw up. I would have put my head between my knees, if not for Maggie yanking on my arm. Serena and Gareth were now talking in more hushed tones. Her arm looped through his as they slowly made their way toward the front of the shop. We needed to move, or we'd be seen following Maggie's lead. I crawled toward another row of bookcases. Over there. Ty was gesturing toward a door off a clove. Hey, babies, these are my turtles back in the background, Daisy and Gizmo. What y'all doing? Y'all finally waking up? Maggie nodded, and it was all I could do to follow them. We crawled inside the tiny space, and Ty shut the door behind us, careful not to let it slam. The smell of old books, incense, and cleaning supplies burned my nose. It must have been the supply closet. Laney, are you okay? Maggie was whispering to me, but I lost all ability to speak. My brain was spinning out of control, and my heart thumped against the walls of my chest. If he finds out who she is, what she is, he will have her down, just like they did to her mother. Serena's words reverberated in my ears. Every inch of my skin was covered in goosebumps, and a cool shiver danced up and down my spine. I don't understand, I managed to whisper. I don't understand. My entire body was shaking. Maggie wrapped her arms around me and held me tightly. Ty watched from his post at the door, his fists drenched at his sides. I don't understand, I kept whispering. Who am I? Who am I? Then it goes on to more detail who she is in chapter 15. There haven't been many people on here, so sometimes I'll skip a Friday if I don't get enough people to come on my channel. I'll skip a Friday, but a couple months ago I had to take a break to just refresh my mind and just work just with myself, meditation and stuff. That helps to get you back on track and to get caught up on some things that you had getting behind on. But I do appreciate you coming on. If you have a YouTube channel, I'll come back and I'll check out your channel. Can you tell me, Think Dragon, what is your channel basically about? Are you still here? Or did you leave? Or have I already subscribed you already? I done read a whole chapter of 14 and ain't hardly nobody showed up. And then some of you want to know why I kind of skip some story time on Fridays. If y'all will support me more, I'd be on Fridays more. You work with me, you help me, and I do the same, and I help you all out. Fair is fair. Drinking my noontime tea. I hope y'all gonna have a great weekend. You're gonna do something productive. If it's something with goals, if it's another project you're trying to start to make money, my goal is to find that job from home. I am working toward this company. It's going to take me time, but I'm working toward it. And there's other projects from home I'm working toward. But I hope you all had a great Friday. You're doing something productive. You're staying positive. You're helping people. It's about helping people. If you don't love yourself enough, how you going to love somebody else and help them? Always believe that you can, and you can do it. Believe in yourself. And this thing, that magic always leaves a mark, it speaks for itself in this book. It actually goes perfect with this book. It is awesome. What do y'all think so far? Some of you that is caught up. Some of you just only heard bits and pieces or just a chapter. What do you think of this book? Are you going to plan to buy you a copy of this book? Or are you going to see if you can get it loaned or borrow it from a friend? You all need to read it. It is awesome. Well, that's about it. I've been on over an hour and 20 something minutes, and nobody showed up but one person. I want to give you a shout out. Thank Dragon for showing up. Thank you for showing up, and I'll come check your channel out in just a bit. But this is my story time on Keeper. If you miss it, may you see the replay, and y'all comment and throw up them like buttons. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, feel free to subscribe, and don't forget to click on the that bell so you don't miss my other live stream and channel projects to come. Well, God bless and have a great Friday. Bye.